Hey, what's up, guys? It's George, and in this video here, I just want to share some practical and practical advice on some of the simplest ways to get paid coaching clients. And what I'm going to share with you is something that I've used to successfully get hundreds of paid coaching clients. I'm not saying that this is necessarily like the greatest way in the world to get paid coaching clients. I'm just saying that this is a simple technique to get paid coaching clients. And this is something that I've used, and over time I wouldn't be surprised if I changed my process. But those who followed me know that I like to just keep things really simple, really easy. I often refer to myself as the easyologist. I like to just keep things simple. And the reason why I wanted to share this video is because I had one of my friends recently who reached out to me, and she's looking to start a YouTube channel, and she wanted to know how to get paid coaching clients. And so I thought I'd do a video to just share about this. So to keep it real simple, what you can do is, like, for example, if you go to my video, you can go down into the description, and you'll notice that there's a link in there. It should say something like apply for one-on-one coaching with George. And if you click on it, it'll bring you to a form with questions on it that I set up and I created as an application, as a coaching application. Now, this is something that you can create for free using Google Drive. You can go to Google Drive and you can create what is called a form. Create a new form, and on there you can create a set of questions that you would like someone to have to fill out. So if, for example, if you want to get coaching clients, you can create a set of questions. Feel free to even look at my form and get ideas from what I put in my form as ideas for your form that you want to create if you want to create a coaching application. And we can create whatever kind of questions you want, and you can make them so that they're required questions that they have to complete or that they don't have to complete, optional. You can different types of questions, all different kinds of things. And then from there, once you create it, you get a link, and with that link, then you can paste it into your videos, like in the description, say like apply for one-on-one coaching with Chris or George, or whatever your name is, and then you put it in there, and then someone clicks on it, it'll take them to that form you created. And once someone fills it out, you'll get an email, just like I get an email when someone completes an application, and that way I can see what it is that they need help with and what they want coaching with. And boom, from there, you've already acquired a qualified lead at that point. And I like the form because this is a way for this way they're a little bit more invested. They've taken the time to actually fill out an application, so that means they're a little bit more invested in the process rather than just being a quick look-de-lure. Doesn't mean for sure they're going to sign up with coaching with you, but they're a little bit more invested since they've taken the time to complete it and fill out what their desires are. And then from there, what I do is that I use a service called Acuity, ACUITY. You can look it up, and it is a paid service. You don't have to get this, or you can also use Calendly. I know that's another company that you can use. But what's nice about it, you can create coaching packages on there, whether you want to just book by the hour or have bulk coaching packages. And then when someone books a coaching package, then so for example, in my process, after someone fills out the application, I get that email, then I respond to them, tell them I reviewed their application, and if there's someone that I would be interested in working with, then I send them an email, and I'll send them a link to one of my coaching packages so that they can see, just depending on what they want coaching for. I'll send them a different unique coaching package that I've created a whole bunch of different coaching packages, and I'll send them one. And once they've paid for and booked a coaching package, which they can do that all through the service, which is nice, and then it'll direct them to my calendar so that they can literally book appointments right onto my calendar, regardless of what time zone they're in or whatever. And it just makes it very simple. That's why I like using something like Acuity or Calendly, because that way you don't have to deal with collecting payment. You don't have to worry about going back and forth to schedule at a time. They can just pay through the through Acuity or Calendly. They book your package, and they can book appointments right onto your calendar at times that are good for you. You can sync it up with your calendar and mark off when is available. And so this is a very simple process to get paid coaching clients. Create a free Google form, put the link to that in the description of your video. Then when you get those the notifications that people have filled out a coaching application, then you can email them, telling them you reviewed their application, and if they qualify, then you can give them a link to a coaching package that you feel would be good to them, and if they can buy the coaching package and then book right on your calendar. Now, if you don't want to use something like Acuity or a Calendly, you can do it even simpler, where you can just email them, tell them you review their application, you'd be glad to work with them, tell them what your coaching package is and what it costs, or how many hours, or whatever kind of coaching package you want to sell, and then just tell them to PayPal you the money. I used to do that in the beginning, but the reason why I ended up moving away from that is because it just can be a lot of back and forth. You're going back and forth, and then all of a sudden you gotta go back and forth, agreeing on one date and time you're gonna coach, and then all of a sudden if they have a change in their schedule, then it's like so much back and forth. Where what's nice is on the Calendar systems like Calendly or Acuity, is that they can even change the appointment. Like I have a thing where they can't change it 24 hours before. That way I'm not getting last minute changes. But if they want to change the appointment like a week before, then that's fine. They can go into it and they can modify it. And that way I don't even have to get emails about it. Like I get an email notified from the system that they've changed the appointment. But it just saves a lot of back and forth. But in the beginning, just like a lot of times I say, people just keep it really simple. Like if you're new to YouTube, and don't overcomplicate it, and also keep your expenses low. So in the beginning, I don't even really think you should use Acuity or Calendly until your channel grows enough to where it's worth it. Keep it just simple, like I did in the beginning. Just create a Google form in there, and then you can email the people and get to find out more about them, and just tell them what the cost is. And then they can PayPal you the money, and then you can, schedule at a time with them. And all of a sudden you find out you're getting clients, then, you can start investing to services like Calendly and Acuity to help, take things to the next level. If you want to do things even simpler, what I did in the very beginning was I didn't even do the Google Forms. I just literally put my email address in the description of the video and just told people to contact me. And when people would email me, then from there I would try to close them I'd say, hey, okay, this is my hourly rate, blah blah, and try to get how many hours they wanted to book with me, and from there, then I would close it like that, just getting them to PayPal me the money. So you can make it crazy simple. But what I have found, and now this is one thing I do want to share that I found not to be effective, was that just having a link in the description of your video, or when they click on it, it takes you to immediately to the coaching package, and it says your coaching package for whatever, let's just say your coaching package is XYZ dollars. I found that actually to be one of the least effective ways for booking coaching clients. I remember when I first implemented that, I was like, all of a sudden the amount of coaching clients that I got just significantly dropped, and I was like, what the heck? And then as soon as I put back the form where people had to fill out the form, then all of a sudden I started getting coaching clients again. I think that there just is something about people just having to take the extra time. They're more invested in it by filling out an application, and then you responding to them adds a personal touch to it, where I found to have a much higher close rate than waiting for people just to click on a link, immediately send money before they've even communicated with you or expressed anything about the desires and what they want. So I would hey, maybe if that's worked for you, then that's great. Try that. Just for me, I just didn't have great results with that. Where I find having a forum on there that people could fill out, I think because that way, we both know we're a fit for each other. They fill out in the form what they're looking for and everything. I take the personal touch and emailing them back, letting them know that I'd like to work with them. Where if you just have a price, they gotta book it. It's you don't even really know if you're a good fit for each other, which is important. So, all right, guys. So this is it. I hope this helps, and get out there and let's make some money, guys. And until next time, let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life. See ya.